the calculators, the smartphone apps, and even the abacuses, and decides who's going to be in the wild card, who's going to win the pools, and if and when tiebreakers are needed, because they usually always are, where the goals for and against game falls, because everybody wants one of those 8 spots.
I believe we've determined, Dave, that there is 13 teams vying for 5 spots, a couple of pools, and 3 wild cards. There's 9 teams right now vying for 3 wild card spots, but of those 9 teams, there's 2 of them that could actually end up as pool winners, which would then put the pool leaders currently into a wild card spot. So 11 teams vying for 5 spots makes for a lot of chaos.
And that's the way we like it. The more chaotic it is, the more we have fun with it. So that's what we're going to guide you through today. We've got games in 3 different arenas here in the 9 o'clock window. The Vancouver Chiefs and Saskatoon Contacts coming up here at Max Bell Arena. There is the broadcast of the without commentary for the Vancouver Hawks and Saskatoon Blazers at FDB. That is a win and you're in, lose and you're out game.
Both these games are, Dave, Vancouver and Saskatoon, a win and you're in. Vancouver, all they need to do, win or a tie. Saskatoon, they have to win this game to win the pool. A tie for them doesn't do anything. Actually pretty much eliminates them. And then, of course, as you mentioned, Vancouver Hawks, Saskatoon Blazers, Pool 2 action at Father David Bauer. That's a win and you're in. Akbars Academy and the Flames Community Rinks take down the Sherwood Park Kings. Sherwood Park out. Akbars Academy, they need a win. They need a big win. Now, I guess the only thing with that Pool 1, Dave, is it's been very defensive, minus Sherwood Park, which bodes well for the Akbars Academy as they look to snag one of those wildcard spots. As right now, those 4-point teams in the wildcard spot currently, they're on the bubble. Those current wildcard teams, do you have that up there, Dave? That is
Caribou, Prince Albert, and Saskatoon. Now, they don't have the best records, but Caribou, Prince Albert, Saskatoon. St. Albert on the outside looking in because currently they're 3rd place in their pool. The Vancouver Northwest Hawks on the outside looking in at 2-1 because they're 3rd place in their pool.
So that's a huge game for them. At 12:30, they're taking on the Moose Jaw Warriors, who are 3-0. St. Albert, the defending Max Midget champions, going to head back to the playoffs again. Could end up with 3-1 teams there. So the Caribou Cougars, they are playing watchers quite a bit here today.
Yeah,
as we are set to go for the opening period. Starting goaltenders for the Vancouver Chiefs to our broadcast right. In goal is number 30, number 35, Callum Sung. He's 2-0 in the tournament with a goals against average of 1.20 and a .968 save percentage. Ethan Chadwick to our broadcast left in goal for the Saskatoon Contacts. Chadwick is 0-1 in the tournament of 4.03 goals against average, .902 save percentage.
Yeah, 4.0 GAA, not the best to have it at this level, but they've relied on him all season, and we can't see any reason why they wouldn't rely on him today. Saskatoon in the white and the Vancouver Northeast Spokane Montreal Canadiens Chiefs in the red.
Chiefs win the faceoff and then turn the puck over. Is out to center ice. Come the Saskatoon Contacts, broken up though by Vancouver, and the Northeast Chiefs out to center ice. Up the left side, chipped in by Christian Lowe. Lowe then goes after his loose puck as well. Steered away from him though. Saskatoon with an opportunity to clear it out. Get it to the line but not out. Camisola holds it in. His long shot, though, blocked off from the point. Out to center ice. Come the Contacts, 3-on-2. Right side with control. Yager, the shot he fired. That one wide of the goal. Yager was huge in that game yesterday for the Saskatoon Contacts that got them right back in to the playoff picture as the Contacts 0-1 to start the tournament. Big 8-2 win yesterday. Fall to them right up the standings.
Strange part is with the craziness of Calculator Day, Chris, a team that lost 8-2 yesterday, the Beardies Blackhawks from Saskatchewan, could make the playoffs.
And Pelly coming up to the Saskatoon Contacts is out to center ice. Come the Vancouver Chiefs up the left side with control. A little 2-on-1. The pass, though, by Juka just missed the intended receiver. That was Thomas Velia. And it's tied up in the right corner boards and dug free by the Contacts. And the Contacts are going to head to the penalty box. See who the referee call is there.
Liam Farrell having some difficulty. He gets up on his own, but goes back gingerly to the Vancouver bench to our broadcast right.
It's a boarding penalty against Yager there, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. An emerging crowd here today. Yeah, the boarding calls have been actually not as numerous as we've seen in previous tournaments, but they are definitely a concern when you look at minor hockey from midget and bantam and peewee all the way down. It's
face-off won by Saskatoon. They'll clear the length of the ice.
They still have to solve it. The coaches still have to solve the right way to advise their players to throw a body check.
Vancouver back inside their own zone with control of the puck. The Chiefs 1 for 7 on the power play. The tournament 13th in the tournament rankings, 14.29%. Saskatoon 12 of 16 on the penalty kills, 75%. They are 20th in the tournament rankings on the PK, but they're chasing Vancouver again back inside of their own zone. Played just under 2 minutes here this opening period. Still looking for the game's first shot on goal. Turned over by Vancouver. A chance for Saskatoon on the right side with a quick wrist shot on goal. Taken there by Walker Jerome, and then steered away by the goaltender Tongue. And out to center ice goes Vancouver. It's dumped in by Hansel around the end boards. Picked up there by Chadwick. He'll steer it around on the right side. As Vancouver keeping the puck in. Almost called them Spokane, Dave. His jerseys identical to the ones that the Spokane Chiefs wear in the WHL. As Saskatoon clearing the puck the length of the ice once again. Jeremy Hansel inside of his own zone. Forechecked off the puck, comes back to get it. 50 seconds to go on the Vancouver power plays. They start out from inside their own zone on the right side. Take it up the right wing boards with control as Daniel Juka had the puck poked off his stick. Juka 3 goals in yesterday's game for the Saskatoon Contacts. So he sends the puck down inside of Vancouver territory and right back the other way. Moved up the right side with control. Contacts inside of Vancouver territory. Rolls off the stick though in behind the goal. Picked up there by Saskatoon. They'll clear it the length of the ice. 20 seconds to go on the power play and back after it inside of his own zone. Here's Thomas Velia. Velia chased out there as he moves it ahead for Jack Foster. Foster treats it back on the left side ahead for Jason Lynn, and Lynn plays it out to center ice, but Saskatoon forcing the play once again. Again, they'll clear it the length of the ice. No shots on goal yielded there by Saskatoon on that first power play of the game as Vancouver 0-for-1 with the man advantage.
Chiefs were unable to set up any sort of tree or anything. Saskatoon said, okay, come and get us like a normal breakout into the offensive zone, and they couldn't really even accomplish something there. Of course, they're playing at 8 a.m. local time for them, so it's probably a bit of a transition here.
Puck back at the right point, held in by Vancouver as a long shot. That was deflected on goal. Save made by Chadwick of the rebound. Cleared into the left corner boards. It backhanded away by Brady Stefanek. To the line, not out. Held in. Long shot bounces in the air. In behind the Saskatoon goal. The Contacts have control. First shot on goal of the game for the Vancouver Chiefs. Being outshot right now, or actually shots are even 1-1. Thought Saskatoon had a couple shots on that shorthanded break there, Dave, but stand corrected.
Yeah, sort of a feeling out process, just like coaches will tell you during any pre-tournament interview. We don't play them, but they don't play us. And
Long
Lynn comes pretty close.
And that one loose.
No, you got to wave that off.
And there's going to be a penalty coming up here. Curious to see what's going to happen. I think both of them are going to go there, Dave. Is heading to the front of the net was Myers-Jacobs. So offsetting minor penalties, a slashing penalty. I believe a roughing penalty.
Yeah, very lucky for Saskatoon there. Jokums is going to go off, and he took Myers with him. I'm not sure why the referee didn't blow that one down. Obviously, he could see the puck a lot clearer than we can up here in the press box, right to the right of the camera. But Saskatoon a little lucky that Myers got involved because they could have drawn another power play in their favor, but we'll continue to play 5-on-5.
Face off deep inside of Vancouver, outside of Saskatoon territory, won by Saskatoon.
We have an update from Bauer, Chris.
All right.
I think it's a coincidence, or maybe it's strategic timing, that the two Saskatoon teams are playing against the two Vancouver teams at the same time. But for those Vancouver fans keeping track, the Northwest Hawks already have a goal against the Blazers.
Here come the Contacts. They score! Down the right side, a broken play, and Saskatoon, needing a win to get into the playoff round, has opened the scoring. 4:42 in.
Well, we saw them get 8 goals at Father Bauer yesterday. Now we've got the thinner and narrower ice, Chris, and just as you said, another broken play. We've seen a lot of ingenuity from the Saskatoon Contacts so far. They like those cross-ice passes in general, and they like to move the puck very, very quickly, and that was the case. And once again, so we've got Vancouver scoring at Bauer and Saskatoon scoring here at Max Bell Arena.
And a 1-0 lead for the Chiefs, or for the Contacts, I should say, over the Chiefs. Face-off at center ice. When on the official announcement of that goal, as the face-off controlled by Vancouver back inside of their own zone. They'll work it ahead Dump it down inside of Saskatoon territory. Contacts back after it inside their own zone. Gain control as we wait the announcement of the goal that has Saskatoon up 1-0 as they bring the puck ahead to center ice. Saskatoon knows what they have to do in this game. Win and you're in. So they're going to push everything early, and that's what they've been doing here to Vancouver as the Chiefs trying to weather the storm. Held in by Saskatoon at the point. It comes off a skate and out to center ice. Picked up there by Logan Barrios, and Barrios works it ahead. Left side for Alex Bernauer.
Ty Albrecht. Cisco's on the goal to number 18, Jacob Vicentini, and number 10, Riley Giroux. Albrecht from Vicentini and Giroux. Time of that goal, 5:18.
First point of the tournament for Albrecht as he gets his first goal of the tournament. Vicentini with his first assist and a big hit by the contacts as they take the puck at center ice. Stefanek dumps it down inside of Vancouver territory. The Chiefs back inside of their own zone after as we approach the 6-minute mark here, the opening period. 1-0 Saskatoon with the lead. The other assist, Gerard, his first point of the tournament as well. Velia up the left side for Vancouver inside of Saskatoon territory. The puck stripped away from him. Following up, though, to keep it in was Daniel Juka. Juka, 6 goals in the tournament, including 3 yesterday. Plays the puck in behind the goal. Chiefs work it back to the line on the right side. Lynn waited for it on the left side, but it's worked down low, right wing boards. There's a shot on goal. Pad save made by Chadwick. The rebound kicked into the corner, and now Saskatoon just lifted high in the air and out to center ice. Lynn backs up to his own blue line, plays across ice. As Vancouver now in transition, Velia tips the puck down inside of Vancouver territory. Back after it, Stefanek in behind his own goal, tried to rattle it around. Hofferoach plays it around into the neutral zone. Saskatoon following up. Walker Jerome chasing after it in behind the Vancouver goal. Lynn picks it up there, though, and Vancouver will regroup deep inside their own zone. Stretch pass ahead. It's Velia to center ice. Weaves his way across the Saskatoon line to the left faceoff circle. Now drop pass in front of the net. Looking for Juka, but that one poked away from him to the line. Did sneak out. Vancouver's going to touch up, and it's offside against the Chiefs.
Okay, we're going to take a break.
We would like to take this time to acknowledge our gold sponsors, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, McSweeney's, Dentyne, and Oreo bars. Their support of the Max is greatly appreciated.
Good on all 3 of those guys. Gerard, Vicentini, and Albrecht. I liked all 3 of their games yesterday, and unfortunately, despite the 8 goals that were scored, none of them got on the board. So some sort of ironic coincidence that it's those 3 that get on the board all together at the same time.
Hard work paying off for those 3 here this morning. Didn't quite pay off yesterday, as you said, Dave, in that 8-2 win over the Beardies Blackhawks. His contacts back inside of their own zone with control. In behind the net is Logan Barrios. Chased down there. Barrios spins away from a check and causes Christian Lowe to topple to the ice as he got away from him. Cleared out to center ice, and Vancouver will dump it right back in as Barrios again in behind his own goal. Overskates the puck temporarily, gets it back, and then turns it over. Christian Lowe in the left corner boards, digs it out, centering pass to the slot, bouncing puck in the doorstep, but Bertoni's shot blocked off. Trying to get to that loose puck was, I believe that was Jaden Yu, but he was unable to do so as that puck slowed down to him. Now Yu in front of from behind the net is centering pass, bounces off the stick of Lowe and out to center ice. Here comes Saskatoon up the left side on a partial 2-1. Brendan Yeager with a shot, he put that one high and wide. Goes up into the netting and out of play, 2 seconds shy of the 8-minute mark. And Dave, Vancouver not panicking whatsoever as they've had a good comeback after giving up that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Yeager, this is the 3rd time I've seen the contacts this week, and I've been very impressed by just how he can skate off a dime basically and just go from 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds. And he's just got a lot of acceleration and a lot of good hockey sense, because when you try to angle in on the backhand, that's not an easy play. And just the execution of it on its own is very impressive. And as you said, Vancouver's just playing their game. 51 minutes is a long time.
Puck along the right wing boards, deep inside of Saskatoon territory. Contacts pick it up, but they can't clear it out. Vancouver forecheckers going to work, looking for the equalizing goal. Albrecht, the goal scorer, with it, though, deep inside of his own zone, weaves his way ahead. Drops it off on the right side. Turn feed to him is picked off and cleared back in by Vancouver, but taken there by Ryan Jocumins, and Jocumins sends it around in behind the goal, then it's turned over there. Picked up by Vancouver. Myers Jacob to the line on the right side. Forced down low into the right corner boards. Jeremy Hansel in behind the Saskatoon goal. Skates around to the left side. Feeds it to the point now for Liam Farrell. Farrell to the right point for Jacobs. Myers-Jacobs sending it in behind the goal. Picked up there by Saskatoon. Good puck movement by Vancouver. No shots, though. And the contact's able to move the puck out to center ice. Hansel backs up inside of his own zone.
And that's
on the near side for Farrell.
That's been the issue. Lots of great puck movement. No shots on goal. Yeah, they have 3, but they haven't been of any real serious danger except that one that led to the coincidental minors, Chris. But as you said, a lot of pressure, but no finish.
Puck deep inside of Vancouver territory. Vancouver right now maybe just trying to wear out Saskatoon with that cycle. Now they'll come in on the right side. A shot on goal. The stick save made by Chadwick as he bounces it in behind the goal. Chiefs still keep the pressure on. Dylan Small chasing after the left corner boards. Beaten to the puck though, but Small tied up his man to not allow him to clear it out. That was number 22, Adam McNutt. This puck comes back to the line. Lynn with a shot. Bad save made by Chadwick on that point shot from Lynn. As Lynn jumping up there. And the AP call-up for the Vancouver Chiefs, not afraid to jump in here, Dave.
Blazers have tied it at Father Bauer. It's 1-1. Saskatoon, Vancouver in 2 different arenas at the same time. This is pretty cool situation. As we hear right now, Sherwood Park and Akbar's Academy from Russia still 0-0. As we're hoping there's some Twitter action happening at the Centennial Arena. If you've got a tournament pass to see it live, Centennial's the place to be today for sure.
Unfortunately, Centennial, if you're watching online, you won't be able to watch those games of the Flames Community Rink. So we will keep you up to date as best as we can. Face-off win for Vancouver. They turn it over deep inside of their own zone. Out to center ice comes Saskatoon on the right side. Contacts have yet to have an offensive zone face-off in this hockey game. But Korchinski has control of the puck at the point on the right side. Do lead it 1-0. A centering pass. Bouncy puck in front. Off the pad of Kalamatoon. And held out. Now worked down low in behind the goal. It's Vancouver trying to get outside their own zone, but Saskatoon says no as Korchinski at the right point. His wrist shot blocked off. Bounces out to center ice. Here comes Vancouver. Partial 2-on-1. Korchinski back, but pass in behind. Korchinski was in behind the play, but he was able to get back to recover. The puck comes out to center ice. Battle for in the neutral zone. Saskatoon going to chop it in deep. Doing the honors there was Matthew Hodgson, but right back the other way comes Vancouver on the right side. Into Saskatoon territory, rolls in behind the goal, too far for Daniel Juka. It's picked up by Saskatoon, and the contacts are out to center ice. 9 minutes to play here in the opening period. 1-0. Vancouver trailing Saskatoon as a delayed offside against the contacts. They'll have to tag up. They do. Now go in on the attack after it, but Vancouver has control and a chance to start out. Moved out in front of the benches on the far side from our broadcast location. Picked up by Saskatoon. Turned over, though, but then they get it back on the bouncing puck. Taken out to center ice. On the right side, Yager with it. He'll go down low right side. Backdoor feed and just out of the reach of the tender receiver. That was, I believe, Riley Height. And back the other way comes Vancouver. Puck poked away, but the Chiefs keep it in. Left side, trying to dance down low is Jaden Yu. Yu fires it in behind the goal. Picked up there on the far side. Cleared not out. There's a quick shot on goal. And the save made by Chadwick as he hugs that goalpost to hang on.
Vancouver's shown a lot of get up and go right now. As you said, 2 extra shots here in the last few seconds. Saskatoon a lot to play for. 1-1-1. They can get the head-to-head with a victory in this contest. And as you said, nothing less than a win can do it. Could we see a team that, let's say the game was tied and Saskatoon pulled the goalie with a minute to go in a tied game? Very likely, because there's no overtime, no shootouts, no nothing. 60 minutes and we're done.
Well, Saskatoon, I believe, Saskatoon, if I'm not mistaken, Dave, is holding one of those 3 wild card spots, so the time might actually help them as well.
Oh, the Blazers actually have one.
That's right, it's Blazers, not the contacts. Got my Saskatoon teams mixed up. Easy to do here.
Very easy to do,
Saskatoon teams. In comes Vancouver on the left side. Low takes it in behind the goal. Centering pass in front, deflected on goal. The save made by Chadwick. He'll hang on.
The Max Tournament would like to take this opportunity to thank SAIT Polytechnique for their support of the tournament and the use of their site for overflow parking. If you're looking to further your education, please contact SAIT at sait.ca.
Faceoffs 5-4 in favor of the Vancouver Chiefs in this opening period. 5 in the defensive end for Saskatoon and 4 in the neutral zone, but Saskatoon winning that draw. Even up the faceoffs at 5-5. That was the 6th defensive zone draw, Dave, in this opening period for Saskatoon, but the contacts, despite being back on their heels quite a bit from this Vancouver pressure, have been able to take a 1-0 lead as Vancouver trying to hold it in. Korchinski works it in behind his own goal. It's picked up there on the left side by Logan Barrios, and Barrios clears it to the line, not out. held in by Vancouver. So again, Korchinski will try this time on the far side. Works it out to center ice. Vancouver slowing it down in the neutral zone as Saskatoon trying to come in on the attack. Vancouver, though, poke it right back the other way, but as far as the Saskatoon blue line, that's it. As Logan Barrios sends it right back the other way. Dumped in by Korchinski as he turns to head off for a change. And Vancouver back with it inside their own zone. Chip it out to center ice. Barrios to the right side. And we're going to see mix and mash of defensive combinations for the Saskatoon Contacts as they only have 5 defensemen. In come the Contacts. Centering pass broken up, though. And Vancouver will take control of the puck out to center ice. So defensemen will be on the ice with their same defensive partners at all times, Dave, and that shows how tight this Saskatoon defensive core is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they only brought 5 defensemen with them, so that's even before any possible injuries, which there haven't been any, but there certainly would have been a specific plan in practice before they came here.
Alfaraji sent the puck ahead in the context with another close opportunity that will roll just wide of the pad. Callum Tung played to the line, not out, but it's lifted up and out of play, and the faceoff will be just outside of Vancouver territory. And the second time this hockey, it's the closest that Saskatoon's been to an offensive zone faceoff. Dave is just outside of Vancouver territory.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of great chances or even real sustained pressure since that goal. And that goal took place at the 5:10 mark. We're now at 13:30, so that's about 8.5 minutes. But as I said, you expect some of these players to be, some of these defenders, maybe 24, 26, 28 minutes tonight. Well, this morning.
Saskatoon Contacts losing that face-off and have just the one shot on goal since opening the scoring. An outshot since 4-1 as Vancouver ahead to center ice on the left side. In across the line with the puck is Kazula with a shot on goal. That one gloved down by Chadwick. And boy, oh boy, Dave, that's a tongue twister of a last name for Kamazula.
Kamazula, yeah. Well, we've got a whole bunch of different tongue twister names. We've got Hafraji and, yeah, Kamazula, as you said. Zomislik, Baratoni, and probably my favorite name of the week, Jacob Vizentini.
Face off deep inside of Saskatoon territory, controlled by Vancouver. Right point, walking in. There's a shot on goal, and Chadwick the save, and he'll hang on to that one.
Saskatoon's letting Chadwick see everything that he needs to see. He's done a great job with that. Chase Ham had a good opportunity yesterday and gave up 2 goals, but got the 8-2 win along with the rest of his teammates. I like this rotation between 2 goalies, Chris. The vast majority of the 25 teams have been, we will see 2 appearances for each of their 2 goaltenders during the 4-game round robin.
Chadwick is the goaltender on record in that 4-3 loss to the Calgary North Stars. A penalty shot goal, 28 seconds. Controversial penalty shot goal, 28 seconds left.
Yes, exactly.
Chase Ham was the goaltender in the 3-3 tie with the Grand Peace, and the 8-2 win is mentioned over the Beardies Blackhawks yesterday. So that's why Chadwick getting the start here today.
Well, Saskatoon had the break on Boxing Day, so they had the day 1 break. So that means there is no other gap. I mean, they could be playing 2 more games tomorrow to try to get to the final on Wednesday, as I have to get it through my head that it's Monday morning.
It could be potentially 7 games in 5 days for the Saskatoon Contacts team. And yeah, it is Monday morning. A lot of people back at work, which is probably why the sparser crowd here this morning.
Not in downtown Calgary. It was dead this morning.
Well, it's still probably half days. Or
That's
get in
true.
a little bit later. As Vancouver controlling the puck out the faceoff at the right point. Long shot through traffic, blocked off in front. Picked up by the Contacts. They'll bank it high off the glass and out to center ice. Actually, not out to center ice. It was held in, and trying to go to the front of the net was Kamazola, and that one poked off his stick. So he tried to split the Saskatoon D, and now the Contact's going to send it all the way down. This one will be far enough for icing. 5:17 to go here in the opening period.
Yes, a bit of a slow bouncer. They weren't quite sure if the puck was actually going to cross the line or not. So goaltender Callum Tung was ready. 5'11", 148. Not a big goalie. He probably doesn't eat too many cheeseburgers. I've probably eaten enough for both of us.
Face off deep inside of contact territory, won by Saskatoon. Update from the Czech Republic is Team Canada bouncing back after their 6-0 setback to Russia. They've beaten the Germans 4-1.
They won't be relegated.
Here come the Contacts. Albrecht down the right side. The goal scorer drop pass. Korchinski shot. See that one off a stick. I believe it did go off the stick of the defenseman, Liam Farrell. So for the first time in this hockey game, Dave, the Saskatoon Contacts are going to get an offensive zone face-off.
As crazy as that is, yes, 15 minutes into the game. Yeah, that's what we saw a lot of at our triple header at Father Bauer yesterday, was a lot of deflections off the defender into the netting and out of bounds, as Vancouver will win that first face-off in their defensive zone, but Bayros will take it back.
Bayros with a long shot on goal. Pad save made by the goaltender Zung, and it played out to center ice. Back after Vicentini inside of his own zone. He'll drop it off in the contacts now. Center ice will just chip it down inside of Vancouver territory. Well, Dave, you said Vicentini among one of your favorite names to say in this tournament. Mine has got to have been Fatikov. And maybe just because I was a German Titov fan growing up.
Maybe.
That might have had something to do with it.
Well, of course, the Russians have Sedantsov, so we've been...
There's another good one yet. Saskatoon back into Vancouver territory, but the Chiefs back defensively. They turn it over as Albrecht with a good stick to knock it away from the Vancouver defenseman, Liam Farrell. Back to the line. Saskatoon still controlling it right side. Walking in is Matthew Hodgson. Hodgson all the way around to the right quarter board. Still at the puck. Tied up there in behind the goal. Gets some support down low from Riley Gerard. Pass back to Jockermans though. Missed him and comes all the way down the ice. Foot race ensuing for it. Saskatoon back inside of their own zone. They'll take it ahead on the near wall. Chipped out to center ice by Braden Yeager. Too far though for anybody to catch up to it. Back after it is Owen Phillips inside of his own zone. He'll chip it ahead. Matthew Hodgson, though, picked it off and then turned it over as he overskates the puck. And here comes Vancouver back on the attack. Left side. In across the line is Thomas Velia. Velia wrap around centering pass in front and unable to pull the trigger on that one was Myers Jacobs standing alone on the doorstep. Had his stick tied up at the last second. The puck rolled away from him.
Yeah, pretty much a wide open opportunity spinning around the net and only taken away at the last second, as you mentioned.
Yeager, the blue line, drops the puck off for Hodgson, who walks in. Hodgson from a sharp angle. He put that one just over top of the net. Back at the left point. McNutt holds it in. He'll go cross ice looking for Stefanik, but Stefanik pokes the puck down low as the pass was in front of him, and all he could do was just poke it into chaos in behind the goal on the right side. Contacts pick it up and then turn it over. Play to the line. Stefanik holds it in. His long shot off a foot in front of the net. Bounces free to the right side. To the line again. Held in by the contacts. Long shot for the point. That one goes high and wide. To the right point for Stefanik. Middle of the ice for McNutt. His shot missed the net. Rebound picked up by Vancouver in behind their own goal. Owen Phillips works it around on the near side to the line, not out. Stefanik pinches it off the blue line to hold it in, and it's cleared away and all the way down the ice. It's going to be an icing call against Vancouver. Shots 8-4 in favor of Vancouver, but they trail 1-0 with 2.5 to go here in the opening period.
The Max Major Midget Hockey Tournament would like to thank our two-way communication sponsor, Westcan Wireless, Canada's premier supplier of advanced integrated radio communication solutions and services.
Face off deep inside of Vancouver territory, the glove side. A goaltender, Callium Chung, won by the contacts. A quick shot goes wide of the goal. Dave, good opportunity there for the contacts to try and add to their lead.
Yeah, just no connection at the other side, but that's the thing when most of hockey is improv. It's not like football or basketball where you know where everyone else is going to be, but sometimes the puck can take a fancy bounce off the ice.
Out towards center ice comes Vancouver 3-on-3 through the neutral zone. Little soft lift in by Tanner Turnus. Comes in behind the goal on the right side. Chipped away on the left wing boards. Chance for the contacts to get out. They will. On the right side is Yeager. He'll carry inside of Vancouver territory. Yeager causes the defenseman to fall, and the centering pass gets blocked off in front of the net. Nobody quite knew where it was. Jack Foster blocked that one. His teammate was able to take it away in behind the goals. I thought that puck, Dave, was rolling in.
Well, the first step with that was Camisola didn't really approach Yeager the best way and kind of took himself down. Yeager didn't really do anything offensively to do that, and that was sort of the first step to what could have been real trouble against the Chiefs for the 2-0 goal.
Here's Saskatoon with the puck in front on the right side. The shot, they scored! Off a turnover in front. The contacts take a 2-0 lead.
Speaking of 2-0 goals, Chris, there it is. And once again, it is 23. Jerome Walker, Walker Jerome, my apologies. And I think that's his first point of the tournament as well, at least his first goal. And yes, it is his first goal of the event. And as you said, it's any kind of turnover inside the ringette line, inside the hash marks, is going to be super dangerous. And you could see Callum Tong was frustrated. That's 2 goals on 5 shots against him. And yeah, those players in front just couldn't really support it.
Wait to see who got the assists on that goal that has Saskatoon up 2-0. Vancouver wins the faceoff. They'll dump the puck in on the unhappy side of center ice for Farrell. So a nice call against the Vancouver Chiefs. The faceoff's going to come all the way back inside of their own zone. And the Chiefs, after not yielding an offensive zone face-off to Saskatoon, have now yielded 3.
Jerome. Assist on the goal goes to number 8, Alex Bernauer. Jerome from Bernauer, time of that goal, 18 minutes, 32 seconds.
Bernauer had 4 points yesterday in that 8-2 win. Has his first point today and his 7th point of the tournament. As Vancouver wins the face-off, team inside of their own zone. They're just going to hammer it down the ice, though, and this will come all the way back for an icing call with 1:17 to go here in the opening period.
And Jerome had a conversation with one of the Chiefs as that offside, he threw a little bit of a cross-check to the back, and Jerome kept talking him back about 100 feet in the other direction. I think that was Farrell, and basically he was like, hey, look at the scoreboard, buddy. No cross-check is going to put you on the scoreboard like I put us on the scoreboard just about a minute ago.
2-0. Vancouver trailing Saskatoon is jockeying to the right point with a long shot. Said Vancouver and Spokane. Neither are Spokane not playing as here comes Juka and on the right side centering pass, a backhand shot, and Chadwick reaches down and sprawls out that right pad to make the save, but a penalty coming up against the contacts, and Vancouver right back to the power play, Dave, trailing 2-0.
Yeah, tripping call, one of those ones you almost kind of have to take in order to prevent a scoring chance. Hofraji will go off for tripping at 18:56, and Saskatoon would love to kill this clock, this 1 minute and 4 seconds, just to further take down the mental attitude of the Chiefs. I mean, another goal here for a goal here for Vancouver could really turn things around going into the intermission, but another power play failure could really let them down.
Vancouver winning the faceoff. They'll control the puck on the left side. Hansel, right point. Back to Hansel, the middle of the point, down low left side, fanning on the shot. There was Bertoni into the left corner boards. Bertoni back with it again, slides it in behind the net, right in front of the net. Quick shot on goal, and Chadwick made the pad save. Now to the right side, Christian Lowe holds it in, carries it in behind the goal. All the way around to the left side, gets a little bit of a pick from Jaden Yu. Is back to the line, goes low. Low still the puck on the right side. Now drops it off. Right face also bounces it off the intended receiver stick to the line. Doesn't get out as it's held in, but it was only temporary. Saskatoon able to clear the puck out to center ice. And a penalty coming up against Vancouver negates their power play, Dave.
Yeah, Thomas Vela, number 19, a lazy penalty, and he'll argue the point, but he'll go on for tripping. If you noticed, Chris, with Luka there, or Juka, it was almost like he was rounding a turn in a short track speed skating competition, because he was skating that thing beautifully and taking a great curve and just wasn't able to make the next pass. But then his teammate, as I said, took a pretty lazy penalty with 20.3 on the big board.
Face-off controlled by Vancouver deep inside of their own zone, and they'll take it and take it out to center ice. Saskatoon, though, right back in. Vancouver, though, with control. Kamazula in across the line, drop pass for Juka, 4-on-4. Lots of skating room as the final seconds tick down here in the opening period of play. Juka trying to dance his way in front of the net, lost the handle as the horn sounds, ending the first period. Vancouver Chiefs 0 for 2 on the power play, get one shot on goal. We'll play 4-on-4 for 56 seconds to start the second period. And then it'll be, just looking at the clock here, I think about a 44-second power play, if my math is correct there, Dave?
Yes, you are correct. Well, we'll give you the update that after one period, the Hawks and the Blazers are tied at 1. This is 2 goals, but it's 2 for Saskatoon and 0 for Vancouver. We'll try to get an update from the game with the Akbar's Kazan Russia team against the Sherwood Park Kings from Centennial Arena. Come back in about, 14 and a half minutes or so and give you a full update. Canada wins a hockey game in the Under-20 World Championships. That hasn't happened in a few days, so that's some big news. We'll talk about that, as well as a lot of other things going around the hockey world in just about 14 and a half minutes. Of course, as always, you're watching and listening to the Max Tournament 2019 edition 42nd annual event, as always presented by Circle K Convenience Stores.
Vancouver Hawks, Saskatoon Blazers tied 1-1. Saskatoon, all they need is a tie to get into a playoff spot right now. And it is the Akbars Academy all over the Sherwood Park Kings 5-0. So actually Saskatoon may not be as comfortable as I thought, because Akbars Academy all over Sherwood Park. So they're up there in the plus minus. Can tell you actually, I did some math in the intermission there, Dave. We are looking for 2 wildcard teams. The Caribou Cougars, no matter what happens, they are going back to the playoffs here at the Max Midget Tournament due to their plus minus. For St. Albert, win and you're in. A loss and you're out. Actually, Caribou has clinched because St. Albert needs a win. They win the pool. Moose Jaw would be out based on the tie-break procedures, which means Moose Jaw has to win or tie, and St. Albert needs to win to get in there.
Yeah, St. Albert plus 10 right now, Caribou plus 9, Moose Jaw plus 6.
We'll keep tabs on that as Vancouver trying to get back into the lead here, or back into this hockey game, but draw a penalty as they come in just 14 seconds in. Let's take a look at the scoring summary in the opening period of play. And it all started just 4:42 in as Ty Albrecht, his first point of the tournament, his first goal, assist going to Jacob Vicentine as well to Riley Gerard at 4:42, made it 1-0 Saskatoon. Then at 18:32, Walker Jerome with his first of the tournament, assist going to Alex Bernauer. Even strength goals, both of them at 18:32 shots on goal, 10-5 Vancouver in the first. Vancouver also winning the faceoff battle 13-9 in the opening period of play.
Bayros for holding at 14 seconds, which means for the first time we're going to see 4-on-3 action.
43 seconds, so Saskatoon still will not get a power play, and this is Vancouver's still second official power play. They work the puck in front, they score!
Ooh.
Little redirect in front of the net, and Vancouver right back in it. It's now a 2-1 game.
A fantastic redirect, to be honest. But honestly, I think Daniel Juka might be the most surprised person in the building. It's like, wow, it went off the midpoint of my stick and went right in the net. What a great work. What a great deal that is for me. That's fantastic. So what should happen is Saskatoon's penalty to number 3 will come off the board, which means we'll be back to a minute 19 of a 4-on-4 hockey.
And Saskatoon, I should say, Dave, was arguing that it was a kicking motion, but it was not a kicking motion. Is that what just off the inside of the knee of the Vancouver forward? I think it was Juka, you said, who was in front of the net. Juka gets his 7th of the tournament off his knee and into the back of the net, giving Vancouver some life.
I thought it went off his stick, but obviously they have a much better point of view. But yeah, like I said, he seemed surprised more than anybody in the building. But you couldn't execute a 4-on-3 better than that.
Daniel Juka. Assist on the goal goes to number 4, Jeremy Hansel, and number 7, Dante Baratoni. Juka
Baratoni with his 4th assist. Hansel his 4th assist, and Juka with his 7th goal of the tournament. I don't have the numbers exactly for me, Dave, but I'm pretty sure that leads the tournament. Here comes Saskatoon, right back in the shot at the goal post. Off a turnover, Ty Spencer got it through the pads of Jung, but it rang off the goalpost. Now Spencer alone on the right side. The puck though bounces on him in behind, bounces over his stick to the right side.
They love these cross-ice passes. Cross-ice passes do the Saskatoon Context more than any team I've seen this week, and they almost executed twice to perfection.
Vancouver, the puck deep inside their own zone, 13 seconds, and they'll go back to the power play, 1 for 2 this afternoon, or this morning I should say, on the power play. 2 shots on goal, and back in they come. Drop pass right side, left wing side. Vancouver, all kinds of room, trying to go the wraparound, no lane there though. It's good job by Saskatoon to block it off. Now power play opportunity, wrist shot on goal, and the pad save made by Chadwick on the shot by Ante Zolomeskit. And now the contacts with Control just clear the puck the length of the ice all the way down, Dave, and that had a lot of height to it as that bounced off the top of the boards of the end corner deep inside of Vancouver territory.
Well, Zlomeslik was wide open, but the player, his teammate was just trying to make too many moves and ran out of real estate, trying to fit it in the far post there to the right of Mr. Chadwick, and Zlomeslik was wide open. Now he's got another shot.
Elliott with the centering pass, I don't know, broken up. Saskatoon back to full strength, but as they get back to full strength, didn't realize it and iced the puck. So Vancouver officially 1 for 3 on the power play now, is get 1 shot on goal. So they have 3 shots on goal on their 3 power plays thus far.
We have another update from Father Bauer. Saskatoon takes the lead. The Blazers go up 2-1. So it's Saskatoon 2-1 here and Saskatoon 2-1 there.
And a win and you're in for both Saskatoon teams, pretty much. Contacts can win the pool. They win this game here this morning. Right now with a 2-1 lead, look to do that. But Vancouver, Phillips backhands the puck down inside of Saskatoon territory. Vancouver the lone goal here in the second period. Juka spun off the puck in the neutral zone. Hodgson takes it back inside of his own zone, works across ice and out to center ice. Come the contacts again, but broke it up in the neutral zone one more time. And the other way comes Vancouver. Dylan Small backhands it down low for Ben Fontaine. Fontaine rattles it around the right wing boards. It's picked up by the contacts, clear to the line. Small held it in just barely. Fontaine trying to jump in there to help out, but Hodgson takes it away. There's it out to center ice. We're just past the 3-minute mark here of the second period. 2-1 contacts with the lead. Hodgson in on the left side. His snapshot goes high and wide. Rebound up the end wall. Comes back to the line on the right point. Sent down low in behind the goal. Centering pass in front. Wrist shot is blocked off. Bouncing puck in the slot. Both teams clamor for it. Saskatoon. Riley Height able to get to it, but it's poked off his stick. Along the boards, Height gets it back. Juka knocks it away from him to the line, and now out to center ice. It's Juka, partial it's now 1-on-3. It's the rest of his teammates off for a change. Juka fires the puck in behind the goal. Riley Height on the near side. He'll take a look to get out. Weaves away from traffic. Height spun off the puck as it's worked down low. Bertoni into the right corner boards. Now looking on the centering pass in front of the net. That was Jaden Yu, but his pass is picked off, and Saskatoon numbers the other way. 3-on-2 across the Vancouver line. Into the slot. The backhand shot. High and wide of the goal on the shot by Luke Rod, by the Jacob Vicentini. And the puck ends up in the netting and out of play.
Saskatoon basically outskating the Vancouver players, and the three men who were behind the 3-on-2 could all they could do was skate ahead and watch. And fortunately for them, it worked out because an offensive zone offensive zone penalty for interference against Vicentini. The last place you want to take a penalty is in the offensive zone.
Vicentini off to the box for interference. Fourth power play of the game for Vancouver. 1 for 3 with the man advantage thus far. We're 0 for 2, but then scored on that second power play after they get a 4-on-3 with it. Saskatoon wins their faceoff. They can't clear it out. Low works it down low on the left side. Bounces in behind the goal. Left wing side still with control. Up top is Bertoni for Low. Hands on the right side. Throws it in front. It goes off the stick of Yu and wide of the goal. In behind the net left side. Now back at the top of the left point is Vancouver cycling the puck around. Hansel right faceoff circle. Up top for Low. He'll move to the top of the left faceoff circle. Back door for Hansel. Throws it in front, and that would have been a kicking motion by Yu as he definitely kicked that one right at the goaltender. Chadwick made the save either way.
Yeah, no question about that. Definitely a kicking motion. No reference to the rule book necessary in that case.
Vancouver got as far as the Saskatoon blue line, but the contacts fire right back the other way and turning back inside of his own zone. Here's Christian Lowe. His pass ahead for Bertini. I was right the first time. I don't know why I corrected myself. Bertoni had it knocked away, and Saskatoon clear the puck halfway through this Vancouver power play. 5 gone in the second period. Is out to center ice. Comes Vancouver again. Yu cross the line on the right side. Sends it in behind the goal. Around to the left corner boards. Now up top is Vancouver controlling the puck there. Left point. Ben Fontaine walks in. Leaves it back of the line. Gets a return feed from Roberts. Gives it back to Roberts. Beats it for Fontaine off the left side. His shot missed high and wide. Rebound Roberts off the right corner boards. Couldn't settle it down to get a shot. Throws it back in front. It's deflected high in the air. Bouncing along the right faceoff circle. Picked up by Juka, the goal scorer. Juka tried to go down low and then tried to go cross ice. Was blocked off. Saskatoon clearing attempt though was blocked and held in. Roberts with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Walks to the middle. Throws it down low. Shot deflected in front of the net. Over top of the goal by Zolomiskas. Comes back to the line, left side, long shot again, through traffic in front. Zolomis trying to tip it home, unable to do so. And Saskatoon going to relieve the pressure and eat up the remaining time on this penalty kill as Vancouver drops to 1 for 4 on the power play. 1 shot on goal with that extra attacker. Now 1 for 4 with 4 shots, and here comes Saskatoon looking to get that goal back. Gerard hit with a shot. He put that one high and wide on the blocker side of goaltender Callum Sung. Now the left point, long shot. Sung makes the save there on that one. Is Saskatoon now looking to apply some pressure. McNutt at the left point. Fires it through traffic. Blocked off in front. Vancouver, chance to stretch it the other way. They get as far as center ice though, and Saskatoon intercepts and clears it right back in.
This is a very long shift for the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs. The majority of the players that were ending that power play, including Juka right now, have been on the ice for probably at least a minute and a half.
Juka steps across the line, weaves his way towards the front of the net, lost the handle on it. Saskatoon takes over. Nearly poked it back deeper by Jeremy Hansel. It's a context. Regroup, will play across ice. It comes out to center ice. Vancouver Juka with control. Door was open in front of the Vancouver bench, and a little bit of mass confusion, but not too many men on the ice as 5 players stayed on and nobody came off the bench. A wise play there, a wise call there by the Vancouver coaching staff.
Juka, Smale, and Foster managed to get off the ice, but yeah, they were dead tired, all 3 of them.
Puck comes rolling out to center ice. Knocked away from Tanner Turnus, and here comes Saskatoon down the right side, centering pass in front. Out rolls off the stick of Riley Gerard and wide of the goal. Picked up by Vancouver, they cleared out to center ice. Avraji, right side, and now into the middle of the ice for Logan Olson. He'll step down low on the right side. In behind the Vancouver goal. His centering pass, though, is broken up and taken away by Vancouver deep inside of their own zone. Slowing things down, Jeremy Hansel in behind his own goal. Going to be chased out from there. So he'll start out towards center ice. Hansel circles back again. Plays it off the end wall for Farrell. Back to Hansel in behind the goal on the far side. Hansel's pass up the middle. Picked off. Yager tries to cut in. Lost the handle. Still scooted towards the front of the goal. A penalty coming up against Vancouver. And now, Dave, for the first time in this hockey game, Saskatoon will get the power play.
Yeah, unfortunately, a bit of a hard landing for the player involved. Looked like
Owen Phillips?
Maybe.
Yeah. No, it's not Phillips.
12. Ty Spencer. Yeah, he's holding his neck right now. Trainer will come out to check on him, but yeah, a hard landing on the neck. And yeah, Ty Spencer's going to need some work here. They've got a massage therapy room that's been usable here at Max Bell Arena for all the players, and yeah, Spencer's going to go down the hallway and just maybe take a mental and physical break for a few seconds just to reset himself. But yeah, they're going to check on his neck. Him and the trainer are on their way back to the dressing room.
Face off deep inside of Vancouver territory, tied up. Saskatoon controls it on the left side. McKnight chips it down low in behind the goal. First power play of the game for Saskatoon. Power play numbers for them, they're 4 for 10, 40% on the power play. That is number 1 in the Max Midget tournament. Vancouver penalty kill 9 for 10 and 90%, tied for 9th.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday during the Beardy's broadcast, Chris, that if Saskatoon is able to get into that final 8, that 40% power play could be the one thing that could put them ahead of one of these other 7 teams in the road to the championship game in just 48 hours at the Scotiabank Saddledome.
Puck in behind the Vancouver goal, picked up by the Chiefs, cleared to the line, not out, held in. Halfraji to the right faceoff circle. There's a wrist shot on goal, save made by Silk, the rebound cleared away on the doorstep, nearly tucking it in on the rebound. That was Albrecht. I believe that was Albrecht. No, correction, it was Kevin Korachinski. Right back in. Batted out of the air by Saskatoon as they hold the puck in. Vancouver trying to clear it out. Albrecht now on the right side, off the bench. He'll take the puck in behind the goal, being watched carefully. And Albrecht spun around and hit hard. And Albrecht, frustrated, gets up and starts throwing punches. And Albrecht may have negated a 5-on-3 power play there, Dave.
Yeah, Owen Phillips, number 6, with maybe it was Lynn actually, number 5. Yeah, yeah, it was 5. Jason Lynn is number 5.
He is.
And yeah, that was once again maybe another boarding call, but just another silly play against the boards. But as you said, Chris, I think Saskatoon may have negated their own power play here.
Yeah, it looks like both players heading
Ty
to the
Albrecht.
box, Albrecht and Lynn. Is Albrecht had to kind of jump to get at Lynn. There's a definite size difference between the two of them, and Albrecht after he got spun to the ice, got back up, jumped up, and started throwing punches high on Jeremy Lynn into the back of his head, side of his helmet as well.
Referee's going to talk about it. I think they need to figure out exactly what went down when. But yeah, Lynn definitely with the first incident. And as I said, it's tough. I mean, when you get hit in the back like that, the natural human instinct is to
fight or flight.
Fight or flight. And the problem is if you do flight too much, they know they can run over you, especially during a regular season where you see a team like that all the time where it's not a bullying situation, but just the idea of a victim that never stands up for himself.
Well, it might be as well the adrenaline going, so the fight mode kicks in more than the flight mode does.
Yeah, but the adrenaline of youth. Some of these kids are sometimes 15, 16, 17 years old, and the impetuousness of youth, as the term goes. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I'm going to stand up for myself and, yeah, maybe negate a 5-on-3 power play, but you're not going to hit me again. But I don't know. It's tough. I mean, you got 7 billion people in the world and probably 7 billion different approaches to a situation like that.
Well, still no penalty up on the board. I'm actually not sure if the referee's actually talked to the timekeepers yet, has he?
I think he was definitely talking to the linesman in terms of what was going to happen next.
And then talking with both captains now. And extra Saskatoon player heading over to the penalty box.
Could be a 4 for Albrecht here.
Might have gotten 4, yeah. Which would negate the Saskatoon power play and make it 4-on-4 and actually kill off the power play.
I think they're...
But the linesman's over talking with the Vancouver bench as well now. And
I think the ref and the linesman were trying to decide, okay, was Albrecht's revenge a head contact for 4, or was it a slash, or a high stick, or something like that? And now a third man is going to go for the Vancouver Chiefs here. And I think once the PA announcer gets the information, we'll turn up his microphone and get the information for you, because I think, I don't know why an extra man would be serving for both teams here, because if it's 4 versus 4 minutes.
Okay, so that's what it is. Albrecht got 4 for head contact and a misconduct. Lynn got 2 for boarding and a 4 for head contact, so that's why Saskatoon has...
So Lynn got 6 minutes?
Lynn got 6 minutes.
Wow.
So will serve 2. Albrecht got 14 minutes. Double minor for head contact and 10-minute misconduct as well.
Any adult hockey, you get 6 minutes, you're out. So Lynn with the initial hit, and then Albrecht and Lynn hit each other in the head to the degree of double minors. So Lynn gets 6 minutes in penalties. Yeah, which is why Turnus is in, and now Stefanik is serving for Albrecht.
I was going to say, Stefanik serving the 4 minutes for Albrecht.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you see, like I said, in November on an idle Tuesday in the middle of the regular season, not in a tournament format like this.
Now, I'm actually a little confused on why Stefanik's in there serving the penalty day, because with Lynn serving...
Well, Albrecht has to serve as 10, so he...
Yeah, but Albrecht still has to serve the 4-minute double minor for the head contact as well, so he's got to serve 14 minutes.
Well, Albrecht can go to the bench or go to the room because he's got 14 minutes in penalties. I don't know why Stefanik would be in here to begin with.
I actually don't know why either one is in there, because Albrecht should be going to the dressing room with 11 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this second period, and 14 minutes in penalties for Albrecht, and I think that's exactly what the timekeepers just said too. And now Stefanik is going to head back to the Saskatoon bench.
Yeah, when have we ever seen a server in both go to both penalty boxes? So
yeah, and Albrecht's staying in the penalty box, and
actually, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that might be midget, bantam, peewee rule. I know for junior, you have more penalty time than there is game time left, and you know you're going to be in the box. You're going right to the dressing room.
Yeah, it may not be a rule in midget and below. Actually, the timekeeper's a buddy of mine. We work together at the University of Calgary, and he does all the complicated basketball stats. So this is absolutely nothing for him. But he had to clarify with the referee, and it's like, why do we have a server for both teams? So well done by the volunteer timekeeping staff. But yeah, we pretty much have it down. Albrecht gets 4 plus 10. Lynn gets 2 plus 4. And meanwhile, it's a 5-on-3 for the Saskatoon Contacts.
40 seconds to go on that 5-on-3 as the Contacts step into Vancouver territory looking to get that 2-goal lead back. Barrios, left side to the right point now. Back to Barrios, top of the left point. He'll work it down low. Left face-off circle as Saskatoon looking to get a 3-1 lead here. Down low right side, the shot panned on the right corner boards. Sends in front of the net. Vancouver racing after it. Saskatoon going to hold it in. Barrios, right side, one-timer, save, they scored! Barrios with a one-timer and squeaks through the pads of tongue. A power play goal. The Contacts have a 3-1 lead.
And with 16 seconds on the 5-on-3, they'll get a chance to go 5-on-4 here. Barrios with a tremendous pass again. Korchinski is the person who gets the finish, Chris. And again, we saw a 4-on-3 conversion for the Northeast Chiefs. We see a 5-on-3 conversion this time. Just so much open space, so much time to plan what you want to do, and a great one-timer finish. Kevin Korchinski with the goal, assisted by Logan Barrios.
So Korchinski with his first of the tournament has Saskatoon back up by 2 at 3-1 as they win the face-off at center ice and still working on the power play for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Dave, that was all thanks to Vancouver being unable to get the puck out. Had an opportunity to get the puck out of the side of their own goal. Couldn't as we get the announcement of that goal.
Number 14, Kevin Kurchinski. Assist on the goal to number 16, Logan Barrows, and number 18, Jacob Vizentini.
So Vizentini and Barrows draw helpers. Here comes Vancouver now. The chance, short-handed the shot over top of the Chadwick's glove, or blocker hand, and into the netting, out of play.
14 from 16 and 18. I expect 20 and 22 will get the next markers there. Maybe, I don't know. That would mean
Albrecht and McNutt.
Albrecht from McNutt and Olsen coming up. 20 from 22 and 24.
Wouldn't that be something?
If it,
the OCD is kicked in for both of us, Dave.
Go buy the lottery tickets. Yeah, this is our 68th game in 3 days, folks. So we have to amuse ourselves.
Here come the contacts at center ice. Hodgson in across the line. Well, I think the chaos of who's going to get wild cards, who's going to get pools is going to entertain us.
Well, and I'll give you an update on that very fact here on Calculator Day. If we assume Saskatoon, if the game ended right now, Saskatoon would win the division with 2-1-1. Vancouver would drop to 2-1-1, and they'd have a +1 ratio. So that would actually drop them into
a lot of numbers. I'll get the tiebreak numbers in the intermission.
They would drop into second or third in the quest for the wild card positions. So they go from a guarantee to possibly being eliminated because they'd just be scoreboard watching. And that's kind of the crazy thing. Like Caribou, we know they have the day off today. They just get to relax. They're not driving back to Prince George. But the weird thing with the Chiefs, I mean, they'll probably drive back tomorrow anyway, but they're going to be scoreboard watching to find out if they actually play or don't play tomorrow. And it'll be quite interesting.
Barrows with the puck, 25 seconds to go on the Saskatoon power play. Second of the game, they're 1-for-1 with the man advantage thus far. Work it down low, left side. Hodge had it bounce over his stick into the left corner boards. Back up with it though is Bernauer. Middle of the ice for Barrios. Right face-off circle down low is Saskatoon moving the puck around. Barrios again. Left side, Bernauer walks in. Bernauer shoots, missed the net. Rebound up the stanchion, and it takes a Vancouver hop as they're going to get back to full strength. Vancouver kills off one of the two penalties. Saskatoon, though, able to strike on the power play. And here they come again. Up the left side is Bernauer. Both teams back to full strength. Saskatoon losing the handle at the left side corner. Picked up by Vancouver, cleared to the line. Didn't get out. Held in. Now down low, left side, all by. Right between the feet was number 4, Riley Jocumans. And that one turned to the side by Jung. So he keeps his team within 2. Now centering pass to Jocumans, tried the one-timer. You should have the stick between the feet there, Dave, may have made more connection.
Well, honestly, I think he did have the play to his backhand. If he could flip the puck and go top shelf, he had him beat on the blocker side for sure, but I don't think he was going for style points there, Chris. I think he thought it was.
Our co-sponsors of the day are Saputo and Remax. Saputo, together we bring good to the table. And Remax, making a difference in your community.
Lynn and Albrecht continue to watch here, and Albrecht might as well take his helmet off because he's in there for at least a few more minutes. A hooking penalty against number 19, Vela, for the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs, Thomas Vela.
Right back to the power play go the Saskatoon Contacts. Their second offensive zone face-off. First was on that first power play they got in this second period. Actually, Saskatoon has had just 6 offensive zone face-offs in this hockey game, Dave, and are 3 of 6 thus far.
And 3 goals on 6 offensive zone face-offs, a pretty good ratio.
That's a really good ratio. We haven't seen that a lot, actually. A team not dominating the face-off top winning the scoreboard battle. Vancouver wins that face-off, cleared around the boards to the left point, not out, held in. Off Raji, works down low right side, then the centering pass broken up. Vancouver the chance to go the other way, short-handed. Racing ahead with control of the puck on the right side, but being bothered all the way down was Roberts. All he did was chip the puck down low in behind the goal.
That's the risk with those cross-ice passes, is a fast interceptor can be all the way down at the other end in no time.
Back comes Saskatoon, the shot on goal. Jung makes the save. He's made 11 stops here in this second period. And Saskatoon with a 16-12 deficit in the shot clock. So actually, it's not 12 in this period, or 11 in this period. It's 9 in the game. Has Jung. It's back in the other way. As I forgot there, the Max Bell ring staff, the goal judges, give us the shot clock, or the shots per game, and Father Dave Bauer, we began the shots per period. In behind the goal, Vancouver with control of the puck, working back up top on the right side. Hansel slides it down low, then goes to the front of the net. Tried to take the return feed. It was blocked off, though. Hansel gets it back in behind the net. Throws it in front, but it's going to miss everybody. Come all the way back down inside of Vancouver territory, but eating more time off the penalty clock there, Dave.
Yeah, minutes ago, a minute already down. As we said, sometimes when you get too much of a good thing, you can be spoiled by it, and too many consecutive power plays sometimes actually hurt a team, to be honest.
Barros back inside of his own zone with control of the puck as Saskatoon regrouping now. Korchinski circles in behind his own goal.
That's why you don't eat lobster every day.
Korchinski ahead on the left side for Barros. Barros inside of Vancouver territory, drops off for Bernauer. Bernauer works his way down low, top of the left faceoff circle. Bernauer still at the puck. Now leaves it in the left corner boards. Picked up there by Hodgson. He'll go back door up top for Barros. Walks in with a shot. Blocker save made by Jung, and the rebound sent into the Saskatoon bench. That one actually just made it into the bench, Dave, as that would just clear the top of the boards.
And that's why backup goalies keep their helmets on in the bench area. That's why.
Also, a lot of them keep their gloves and blocker on as well.
Chase Ham almost took that one right off the bottom of his helmet there and managed to recover it.
I'm talking to his teammates because he's like, I should have had it. I didn't have my glove open. It went off my glove and hit me in the chest.
That would have been a great catch, just like that assistant coach for Team Canada against the U.S.
Saskatoon winning the face-off. Penalty is over, though. Vancouver back to full strength. Saskatoon now 1 for 3 on the power play. Keep the pressure on, though. There's a turnaround shot blocked off. Rebound comes free. Saskatoon 5 shots on their 3 power plays here in the second period. As Velia in across the line. The puck poked away from him. Following up is Phillips with a wrist shot. That one stick save made by the goaltender Chadwick as he steers that one into the corner. Back up top now on the right side. Camazola works it down low, but Saskatoon will chip it away out to center ice. 5:50 to go here in the second period. And out to center ice comes Vancouver again. Vicentini, though, picks up the puck inside of his own zone, but he can't clear it out. Held in by Vancouver on the left side. The pass, though, intercepted, and once again a chance for Korchinski this time to get it out. Works it ahead. Good stick tie to the blue line by both players, and Vancouver able to keep it alive. Saskatoon's third effort gets it out. Now they have numbers 2-on-1 across the Vancouver line. Cross ice for Bernauer, but that one knocked away. And out the other way comes Vancouver. Saskatoon, though, center ice will just dump it right back in.
Dylan Smale ended up in his own net after getting tripped up, and himself and Tongue had to be very quick on the recovery.
Back in comes Vancouver with a long shot on goal. That one going to be gloved down easily by Ethan Chadwick. He'll hang on for the face-off.
No updates. Chris. No updates from Bauer, which means that we're still assuming it's 1-1 at that arena 2-1 for Saskatoon. The Blazers leading the Northwest Hawks.
Shots on goal, 8 each here in this second period. 18-13 favoring Vancouver in the hockey game as they win the face-off in the offensive zone. Fired around the right wing board. Saskatoon first to it, to the line. It is soccer kicked out by Fontaine. And the faceoff's going to come outside of Saskatoon territory.
And another souvenir for one of the little guys here in the crowd today. As I said, an ever-emerging crowd. Like you said, Chris, a few people having to work today, but probably not a whole lot of them. Of course, next Monday, the world goes back to normal again. I was looking at my schedule, and we're at the Saddle Dome on Wednesday. I'm working hockey Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I can't escape a hockey rink, even if I wanted to. I think Christmas and Boxing Day are the only days out of about a 4-week period I'm not in a rink. Although, if you told me when I was about 12 years old, hey, you're going to be making your living
in a hockey rink
X number of years later in a hockey rink, that kid would have been very happy.
Yes, he would have. Well, I'm off until the 11th when the Okotoks Bison's back in action. In Red Deer take on the Red Deer Vipers. As the Bisons get their bye week, the first weekend of January.
Of course, the Vancouver connection to that story, the UBC Thunderbird women will be in Calgary on Friday and Saturday nights. And, of course, the Dino men will be at UBC to play the T-Birds. Tickets always available for Canada West University Hockey, and we encourage you to support it.
Saskatoon with the puck back inside their own zone. They'll play it in behind their own goal. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Way to center ice, come the contacts. A little chip pass up for Gerard. Too far for him, though. Gerard picks it up again. Vesantini lays a big hit on a Vancouver defenseman. Now the other way, Velia 3-on-1. Velia across the line, takes a look, shoots, save made by Chadwick. As Velia, not sure if he knew he had Hansel. And just trying to see who else was with him on that break. It was Fontaine. Hansel and Fontaine were on that 3-on-1 break. And a penalty coming up to Saskatoon as well, looks like, Dave.
Yeah, unfortunately, with a 3-on-1 like that, eventually you're going to run out of space unless the player drops back and then you can go for a drop pass one-timer. But eventually you just run out of real estate and realize, okay, you got to shoot, and then just try to find that far corner. But Ethan Chadwick with the glove hand was ready for it. Blazers up 3-1 against the Vancouver Hawks. And, of course, once again with that university story, this Saskatoon University of Saskatchewan Huskies, men and women, they'll be back in action on Friday and Saturday nights as well.
An interference penalty against Saskatoon, and they're trying to figure out, referee's trying to figure out which player is heading to the penalty box. The Contacts have 5 players out there again, Dave, but one of them's got to go to the box.
Well, it won't be Albrecht. He's still serving that misconduct. So that tells you about the revenge, like you talked about, a guy getting hit in the back. Takes 14 minutes in, let's say, revenge penalties. And obviously some bad language was being used, and the referee did not put up with it. We've seen this referee a couple of times, and he doesn't put up with a lot of stuff at all.
It's actually good for me to see him with the stripes because he's linesman for the Junior B ranks for the Okotoks Bisons quite a bit. So
yeah,
it's the hair.
It's pretty hard to miss.
The hair. It's that's all it is.
Yeah, a main like that is pretty hard to forget. So they've figured out. Visantini, I don't think, is quite convinced that he's the man that should be guilty there, but
he's off to the box for interference, and Vancouver to the power play, 1 for 4 this morning. 4 shots on goal, the man advantage. Vancouver winning the faceoff. Can't get the shot off as it rolls back to the right point. Now cycled down low. Dave and I will be here for all 3 games at Max Bell this afternoon and this morning. Puck in behind the goal on the left side. Vancouver with control. Rolling around on the right side. If you have the tournament pass, stay with us all day long. We'll keep you posted on all the scenarios and all the potential playoff scenarios. We'll keep you posted up to date through intermissions and through each game. Right side, Juka, backdoor feed, a chance on the backhand, they score! Power play goal, Jack Foster!
And he had plenty of real estate that time. He could have just one-timed it, but decided to make a couple of moves just to fool the goalie a little bit more, Ethan Chadwick. And Vancouver back into this game with the 3-2 marker on the power play, their second power play goal of the day. And now it's a whole new ball game here, folks, because 3:33 to go, Vancouver back within a single goal.
As Jack Foster picks up his first point of the tournament, his first goal. That's the first assist for Daniel Juka as well. Now goal and assist in this game is had 3 goals yesterday, had 3 goals in the first 2 games of the tournament. I believe it was 1 on day 1 and 2 on day number 2.
Let's make it 4-1 Blazers.
All of a sudden we got
against the Hawks. Yeah, exactly. 5 goals in each game.
Contacts win the face-off here. It's 3-2 as we get the announcement of that goal.
For number 22, Jack Foster. Assist in the goal to number 9, Daniel Juka, and number 18, Luke Roberts. Foster.
So Roberts also draws an assist. His second assist of the tournament is Saskatoon back inside of their own zone with 3:08 to go here in the second period. Stretch pass hit the referee. Bernauer takes control right in front of his own blue line. Bernauer circles back, weaves his way ahead, then lost the handle. It's turned over the breakaway the other way. In on the left side, trying to go the wraparound, but lost his footing was Christian Lowe. And Lowe falls to the ice as he was trying to get the wraparound to set up in front. Now Bernauer back the other way to 2-on-1. Backdoor feed for the trailer is picked off. Long shot, save made by Young. Another chance, centering pass, looking for Height on the left side. He overskates the puck. Height throws it back to the line, right side. Jockerman's on the long shot. That one blocked off in front. And Vancouver will clear it ahead to the line. Don't get it out. They'll try again. This time we'll clear it out to center ice. Hofraji picks it off. Had to wait for a teammate. It was offside. Hofraji weaves back to his own blue line with control of the puck. 2:20 to go. Finds Bernauer up on the left wing side. And Bernauer roll it down inside of Vancouver territory. Hofraji off the blue line. Goes in. His centering pass. Quick shot goes wide of the goal. Picked up by Vancouver. Thomas Velia. And Velia moves it ahead on the left side but can't get it out. Try again, little drop pass. This time for Christian Lowe, and Lowe is passed to flex out to center ice. McNutt with it there. 2 to go here in the third period. Puck comes ahead. Bernauer in on the left side, throws it to the middle. The pass through the slot. That one got away from Jugo's back defensively. Got away from the Saskatoon forward. And now a chance for Vancouver to get out.
Yeah, Height and Bernauer were MVPs yesterday, but have both been pretty well contained here in the first 40 minutes.
Height had the puck taken away there. Is back of the line. Phillips with a long shot. That one deflects in front. Bounces off to the left side. Remember, for Vancouver to win the pool, all they need is a tie. So going to 3-3 would be huge for them. As Lynn at the left point. Jason Lynn works it down low left side after serving his 6 minutes in penalties, back on the ice. As Vancouver looking for the equalizing goal here on the left side. Both their goals, though, coming on the power play. Centering pass in front. There's a wrist shot save made by Chadwick. The rebound loose to the side of the net. Chadwick down and hangs on.
It went off his shoulder, and he wasn't quite sure where it went. It went behind him to the right, and they tried to finish it off to the right post, Chris, as you said, and he just managed to find it in the last nanosecond.
I don't think it would have counted, though. I think it was kicked back in front of the net, though, so don't think that one would have counted even if it had gone in.
And the referee does an official wave to the scorekeeper just to make sure that everyone is aware of it. And 4-1, Saskatoon Blazers lead the Northwest Hawks from Vancouver officially after 40 minutes.
That is a win, and you're still alive in the wild card. Losing, you're out. Final minute here of the second period is Saskatoon winning the faceoff on the defensive end, but Vancouver right back in on the attack with a shot deflected up into the netting and out of play. 53.1 to go on the clock here in the second period.
Shots 21-14 for Vancouver. They lead the period 11-9 after the 10-5 separation in the first period. Only power play goals have we seen here in the second period.
Dave, you're going to try and get a score from the Flames community rinks with Akbar's Academy in Sherwood Park as well. And that
absolutely,
in the second mission is try and keep everybody as updated as we can as Gerard and the Saskatoon contacts get the puck out to center ice. Working ahead on the left side. It's broken up right back inside of their own zone as Barrios with it. His stretch pass deflects down inside of Vancouver territory, so they're going to be icing against Saskatoon with 31 seconds to go in this second period.
Applause to our social media coordinator and volunteer Cole Fortner, a good friend of mine from SAIT, and he's pretty much been by himself this year, so well done for Cole. And thanks to the individual team Twitter volunteers for updating their individual team information so that Cole can retweet it through the Max Tournament link. Calgarians, if you're watching and you want to help out next year, sign up for social media volunteers. We can certainly use all the help we can get in the Boxing Week of 2020.
Face off deep inside of Saskatoon territory. Juka gets waved out, so Lowe will come in to take the draw. Captain Christian Lowe wins that face-off for Vancouver. Back of the line on the right side. Quick shot on goal, and that one gloved down by the goaltender Chadwick. It'll hang on.
And you can tell Chadwick is just really not in the best mood. I mean, he just kind of stands up, and you can just see the frustration in his body language. He's not happy about that second goal given up against.
Has a plus 900 save percentage, though, as he's given up 2 goals on 21 shots. As here comes Saskatoon back the other way. Across the line, good defensive play there by Liam Farrell as he forces his man wide. Contacts keep the puck in. A dozen seconds to go in the second period. Turned over. Out the other way comes Vancouver. One last rush. 2-on-2. Juka across the line. Long shot. Chadwick to save. Rebound. Spun off the stick of Robertson in behind the Bertoni, I should say, in behind the goal. And a penalty coming up at the end of the second period. That's Bertoni who was hammered to the ice. And it looks like maybe offsetting Miners, Dave.
The good old double arm from the referee there. Yeah, I think what you just saw between Farrell and Yeager there was a clear example of what the difference is maybe between Beardy's and Vancouver, because Yeager was basically able to go wherever he wanted, but he's been, as I said, with other players for Saskatoon, pretty well contained, and that was a perfect example of it because he's such a free skater that a play like that by Farrell just is all the more impressive based on Yeager's previous resume in this tournament. We have a score of 3-2 for Saskatoon as Team Saskatoon leads Team Vancouver 2-0 right now in the 2 various games. We encourage you to flip between the 2 channels and check out the 2 broadcasts, but right now it's all about Saskatoon leading Vancouver in both of those games. We'll get you an update from Bauer, as well as an update from Centennial. We expect Akbar's Academy is still trying to extend that 5-0 lead. We'll take a break. Be back in the third period. It's 3-2 Contacts leading the Chiefs.
Welcome back to the Ken Bracco Arena. Chris Cole, Dave Standish along with you. 3-2. Saskatoon Contacts with the lead on the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs. And, well, Dave, the
We have a couple of scores.
out-of-town scores getting interesting as Saskatoon Blazers with a 4-1 lead on the Vancouver Northwest Hawks. And Akbar's Academy up 5-0 on Sherwood Park. For Sherwood Park, they're just playing for pride, Dave. Akbar's Academy, they are needing a win and a big win in order to stay alive in that playoff picture. As right now, we can tell you that there are 3 teams that have wrapped up spots. Caribou Cougars will get one of the 3 wildcard spots. Chicago Mission, they win Pool 2. And the Okanagan Rockets, they win Pool 3. We'll keep you posted on how everything sorts out as offsetting minors at the end of that second period, so no power plays either way.
Yeah, Jokums and Baratoni. And we have an update from Centennial, 8-0 after 2 periods.
8-0 Akbar's Academy, so that's a big one for Akbar's Academy. 1-1-1 coming in. They look like they're going to go to 2-1-1, which is bad news for every team that is sitting with 4 points, as it will essentially eliminate them, as it looks like the wildcard teams are going to be 5 minimum to get in.
Yeah, anybody that's 2-1 has to be 3-1. 2-1-1 is not going to work for unless you've really smoked out an opponent. So, like, unfortunately, it's happening to the Sherwood Park Kings right now.
Scoring summary through 2 periods of play. Saskatoon opened the scoring, 4:42 into the first period. Ty Albrecht, his first of the tournament, assist to Vassatini as well to Gerard, made it 1-0 Saskatoon. They make it 2-0 at 18:32. As it was Walker Jerome with his first of the tournament. Assist on that one going to Alex Bernauer. It's 2-0 Saskatoon after 1. Vancouver cut the lead to 2-1, 21 seconds into the second period on the power play. Daniel Juka is 7th of the tournament. Assist going to Jeremy Hansel as well to Dante Baratoni, made it 2-1. Saskatoon gets that goal back on the power play. Kevin Korachinski with the power play goal, his first of the tournament. Assists on that one going to Logan Barrios as well as Jacob Visitini. That one at 9:30. Then it's 16:27. Another power play goal, this time for Vancouver. Their second power play goal of the period, as it was Jack Foster with his first of the tournament. Assists on that one to both Juka and to Roberts. So that's how we stand. Shots in that second period, 13-9 Vancouver, 23-14 in the hockey game. Face-offs in that second period, 11-10 Saskatoon, but 23-20 in favor of Vancouver, and they are 1 of 3 here to start this third period.
Hodson came very close on another one-timer. They're trying to reacquire that 2-goal advantage.
Puck in behind the Saskatoon goal on the right side. The centering pass broken up. Contacts out to center ice, needing a win to win the pool. A loss or a tie, and they will be at Vancouver will win the pool. There's a wrist shot off the crossbar, goes bar down by Jaegers. He was wide open. The slot, Davis, the trailer. And he goes bar out, actually, not bar down.
Let's make it 11-0 for the Russians.
Ooh, Akbar's Academy starting to run away on that one over to the Sherwood Park Kings.
Who got beat 11-1 by the Buffaloes.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sherwood Park, Akbar's Academy knows that they need a lot of goals, and they are getting that right now. And they're also going to need some help as Vancouver's going to ice the puck. 2 minutes into there, just shy of the 2-minute mark here of the third period.
Yeah, obviously points or goals for and against making all the difference, and we've seen those revenge games. We saw Saskatoon, these contacts defeat the Beardy's Blackhawks 8-2 after a controversial penalty shot ended their game against the Calgary North Stars with a goal against with 27 seconds remaining the day before. And now Akbar's, after not a great performance against Prince Albert, leading to that tie, they're taking it out on the Kings.
Yeah, and Akbar's Academy pretty much needing to run the table. That tie was huge for Prince Albert yesterday. It gives them a chance to still win the pool. We'll touch on that a little bit more later on, as here comes Vancouver in. There's a wrist shot blocker save made by the goaltender Chadwick. In behind the goal on the left side, Vancouver keeps the pressure on. Centering pass in front, deflected away, and picked up by Saskatoon, and the contacts are to center ice. 3-on-2. Up the right side is Jaeger. Jaeger tried to throw across ice, looking for Bernauer. Got away from him, and out the other way comes Vancouver. Farrell up the left side into contact territory. His shot blockered away neatly by Chadwick. Hammer around the boards and hit the weird spot in the boards there where that corner door opens up for the Calgary North Stars and Calgary Canucks to come out of their dressing rooms, and took a Vancouver, would have been a Vancouver hop, but Forward didn't see that one, Dave.
Yeah, very lucky there between Tuxedo Sorcerer Sports and the Coca-Cola advertisements.
Back in comes Saskatoon on the right side. That was Barrios, but it's taken away from him. And Vancouver now transitioning the other way, 2-on-2. Juka just able to hold himself up on line, on side, and then as he was falling, got that shot off, it goes high and wide.
Yeah, not a bad tournament, Chris. What event or tournament have you ever seen in the world that both Coke and Pepsi sponsor? So
I'm looking for the board sponsors, but I think Coca-Cola bought more board sponsors than Pepsi.
But yeah, in our ads, we see Coke and Pepsi right beside each other. So well done to the advertising and sponsorship committees here for the Max tournament.
I guess they are both in Circle. You can get both Coke and Pepsi products at Circle K.
That's true. You can.
So,
along with a variety of hot foods that they've been supplying us here at Max Bell Arena in Father Bauer.
Long dump-in shot, stopped by Jung, and he'll hang on to the loose puck. Makes his 13th save of the hockey game. He has not been the busier of the two goaltenders. Chadwick has definitely been the busier with 22 saves on the 24 shots he's faced so far.
Well, Callum Tongue, after that first goal at 4:42, and then even the second goal where Saskatoon led 2-0, he was very frustrated. He was very angry, and fortunately, his teammates have got him back within one.
Now looking for the equalizers. They bring it ahead to center ice. All Vancouver needs is a tie. They'll win the pool. Saskatoon needs a win to win the pool. And I would, I think, essentially eliminate Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken, Dave.
The Hawks would drop to 2-2. We're still waiting for an update from Father Bauer, but yeah, this could get dicey for both Vancouver teams unless things change.
There's a shot pad save made by Jung. The rebound, he stopped that one as well as he sprawled out. Make sure he keeps that puck out and keeps it still a 3-2 game.
Well, the Chiefs had a pretty interesting trail here this week. A 6-6 draw against Beardy's where they had to get 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Then the 4-2 win over Grand Peace, and then the 6-5 victory over Calgary. So one of the host teams.
Their +2 it'll put them in that mix, at least for the wild card spot. Is they will sit on the bubble at 5 points in the wild card spot, and will look for some help. But they are not getting it from Sherwood Park, as that's where the help needed to come was from Sherwood Park and the Akbars Academy. That's why Vancouver desperately needing a tie here. Saskatoon with the puck, though, at the blue line. They'll work it ahead on the right side. Contacts need a win to win the pool, and they'll advance to the playoffs. A quick wrist shot. That one stopped. The rebound gets away. Loss or tie doesn't do Saskatoon any good. It's a puck taken in behind the goal for Vancouver. Regrouping deep inside their own zone. Riley Gerard out to center ice on the left side. Here's Jaden Yu. His pass just missed the intended receiver. That was Bertoni going after.
I love those. Sorry, Chris. I love those 3-on-2s where they go one winger to the other, and the center pretty much ignores the puck. That's awesome.
Back in. There's a centering pass in front, and Yu had that one slowed down as he tried to pull the trigger on the one-timer. Was a little quick on it. Now Bertoni in front with a shot. Off a stick and wide. Bounced away by Saskatoon all the way down the ice. 15 to go here in the third period. Doesn't go far enough for icing, though, as Hansel back the other way for Vancouver. In across the line, left side, drops it off for Lowe. Dances away from the back checker for the contacts. Works it in behind the goal as the Vancouver Chiefs cycle the puck around. Centering pass, picked off, and Barrios will poke it ahead, and out to center ice comes Riley Height. Actually, there's McNutt. It's 2 and 7s and 0s look all the same, Dave, on these Saskatoon jerseys. In come the contacts of the shot. McNutt got a piece of that one, but it steered it just wide of the goal. Now Vancouver back the other way in transition. 3-on-2 on the right side. There's a shot towards the net. Deflects into the netting and out of play. 14:24 to go in the third.
The tournament would like to thank the Delta Marriott Downtown. Delta, precisely what you need.
Dave, you want to say that one again?
Well, at least the roof isn't leaking.
Yes, we've seen that here at the Max Bell Center at the Ken Bracco Arena, although I think they've patched that since then.
Well, that was, 5-6 years ago now? Maybe 7?
I think 4. No, 5 years. I think you're right, 5 years ago. Penalty coming up against Vancouver is taken down in the middle of the ice was Bernauer, and the contacts will go back to the power play, leading this game 3-2.
Bernauer's continued his maximum efforts. I think he's probably been the most consistent contact I've seen in the last 3 games for the contacts.
All right,
and
Dave,
Bella with the cross-checking call.
who have you got for your player of the game picks?
Oh, geez. I wasn't expecting that question. Give me a couple of minutes.
I'll give you a couple minutes on that one. I can tell you Daniel Juka is not eligible.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Saskatoon with the face-off deep inside of Vancouver territory. They'll control the face-off as they look to add to their lead, leading 3-2 right now. A quick shot blocked off in front. Contacts on the power play, 1 for 3 this morning. 5 shots on goal. Barrios walks in, his shot stopped by the goaltender Jung, and then bodies flying around in front of the net as Saskatoon looking for that 4th goal, getting a shot on goal. Jung made the save, and the rebound was smothered by the goaltender.
I'm thinking maybe Vela and Bayros, perhaps. They both had some good performances today and individual
And I don't
standout moments.
I don't think Bayros has gotten a player of the game in the tournament yet as Saskatoon wins the faceoff, but it's going to split the defensive pairing, come all the way down the ice. Contacts will be forced to regroup inside their own zone, quarter of the way through this power play.
Like I said, those 5 defenders for the Contacts, they only brought 5 with them. They deserve the maximum amount of credit we can give.
In come the Contacts with a shot on goal, and Chung make the save. Striving down that left side was Matthew Hodgson and trying to put it on net. Puck comes back to the line by Vancouver. They can't clear it out, though. Saskatoon able to hold it in. The last 3 goals in this game have all been on the power play. Off the right side, there's a shot, and Chung stretches that right pad out to get a piece of it to keep it out and keep his team within 1. As Saskatoon starting to come back on the shot clock a little bit here. Out shooting the Vancouver Chiefs in this 3rd period, 10-1. We have played just about 7 minutes here of this 3rd frame.
Yeah, Vancouver a little disorganized right now. It's been a case where Ethan Chadwick, we haven't talked about him much because he's just basically been an observer here for the first 7 minutes. Vancouver's got to make some changes here to transition it because Saskatoon's already back down in the offensive zone.
Cross line offside, though, on the play as Jerome tapped that puck, and he realized it as soon as he did tap it across the blue line. He had a teammate who was knocked offside by about 2 strides.
Do you want to know what my favorite ad is of the week?
I want to hear this.
Do you see that Dairy Milk Oreo ad right in front of the Vancouver bench?
Yep.
The frozen Oreo Dairy Milk frozen treat, as good as you think it is. That is brilliant. I love that.
Favorite out of the week award, right there.
No question.
Saskatoon with the puck up the right side. Yager in across the Vancouver line. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Vancouver going to take the puck and hammer at the length of the ice again as Chadwick stops it in behind his own goal.
I think I've got my jersey winner too, but I won't announce that officially until January 1st.
Well, my pick is still that Chicago Mission lime green. That is very sharp. Saskatoon back in on the right side.
I've got my top 3, I think.
Yes, you do. Yager, right face-off circle, sends it towards the save made by Jung. The rebound, left side, another shot, another save by Jung. A little puck on the doorstep, and Jung stopped that as well. And then all kinds of traffic in front, and Jung gets bumped into the goalpost on the far side, and a little discomfort from the Vancouver netminder as Saskatoon unable to convert on their 4th power play. Now 1 for 4 at the man advantage.
Maybe Jung's the candidate for the Chiefs today. He's had a tremendous period, like you said. How he's being outshot in the period here.
Shots in favor of Saskatoon this 3rd period, 13-1. And Vancouver needing a pushback, needing a goal. The final 12 minutes and 9 seconds to try and tie this game up at 3. Dave, we could see both goaltenders pulled at this rate as if Vancouver is able to tie it up. Saskatoon would then...
if they tie it, yeah.
If they tie it up and they pull their goaltender to do it, Saskatoon would then have to pull their goalie to try and take the lead back.
Yeah, we could see one of those scenarios here, folks.
Stefanik with a shot deflected on goal. A save made by Jung, and he hangs on. A good reactionary save by the Vancouver goaltender, Callum Jung.
And that's why we stretch before practice and after practice to make a save like that. Wow. On the inside thigh, he was lucky, quarter inch the other way, and it's between his legs.
Another faceoff win for Saskatoon, 8 for 8 in the offensive zone. In fact, they are 11-2 at the faceoff edge here in the 3rd period, absolutely dominating the faceoff circle, and that is a big reason why they dominate the shot clock, just haven't been able to add to their lead as Bertoni comes in. Left side, Bertoni shot blocked off, loose puck, rolled to the front of the goal, and Chadwick makes the save, and Bertoni's going to go to the box for slashing after that play.
This referee likes to be very self-expressive and make it clear to everyone in the audience exactly what the call is. Bertoni into the penalty box for the second time as he took that penalty in the coincidental situation at the end of the second. And he's arguing that call and probably the one before as well.
Farrell's not happy about that one as he felt that his goaltender's been whacked a couple of times after the whistle here in the third period, and saying, well, you haven't called them on it, but you're going to call Bertoni on. Bertoni may have gotten a little bit of a whack on the goaltender, but whistle hadn't. I didn't think it'd gone just yet. Either way, contacts back to the power play, 1 for 4 at the power play, 8 shots on goal for the contacts with the man advantage. So they control the puck off the faceoff, work it to the left point, right side. Down low is Korchinski. Up top again, Barrios down to the left, top of the left faceoff circle is Saskatoon cycling that puck around. Half umbrella in that 1-3-1. Barrios top of the point, his shot blocked off, and a chance for Vancouver to go the other way. They'll poke it out to center ice. 11 minutes to go here in the third period. 3-2 contacts with the lead as they back up inside their own zone. Stretch pass ahead on the left side. In comes Saskatoon contacts. Across the Vancouver line to the right faceoff circle. Barrios shot deflected through the crease and it rolls just wide of the goal. As Jung thought he had it, but it rolled past his right pad and in behind the net. Korchinski works it to the left faceoff circle. Backdoor feed out of the reach of the intended receiver. Korchinski gets it back. Top of the right faceoff circle. Up top for Barrios. Left faceoff circle again. Vancouver aggressive on the penalty kill. There to the line, not out. Held in by Vancouver, or by Saskatoon, I should say. Worked free at left faceoff circle. Stepping in the shot. Blocker save made by Jung. The rebound picked up by Vancouver. A chance for Lowe to get it out. He's tied up. Another opportunity. This time will be successful for Jack Foster.
Basically every player was on the right side of the net to the far side of our view, Chris. Korchinski was basically skating around 20, 30 seconds. The only player on the near side, they just couldn't see him.
Contacts right back in on the right side. Riley Height fires it in behind the goal. It comes free on the left side with control. Walker Jerome works it down low. Height, bottom of the right faceoff circle, doesn't like his shooting lane, feeds it up top again. Raji back to Height, throws it in front, blocked off, and now a chance for Vancouver to go the other way, shorthanded, trying to get the puck out. They do. Now they'll try and go shorthanded. 10 seconds to go the penalty. Here come the Chiefs back in on the right side. Stopping and turning away, it was Ben Fontaine. Fontaine 1-on-2 as he's going to kill off the penalty and try and keep the puck in the offensive zone. Contacts are going to take control though. They'll get a chance to start out. Just one shot for the Contacts on the power play. They have 9 and their 5 opportunities are 1 for 5 with the extra attacker as Hafraji dumps the puck in. Back after it inside of his own zone is Owen Phillips. Works it around on the left side, and now Velia, a little tip pass up for Lowe. And Lowe will skate to center ice. He'll just chip it down inside of Saskatoon territory. Round in behind the goal. Contacts pick it up there. Rim it around on the near wall. Trying to hold it in was Liam Farrell. Does just that as he works it down low in the left faceoff circle. Bouncing puck comes back to the line again, though. Picked up by Myers. He'll just chop it in behind the goal. Saskatoon will pick it up, and they're out to center ice. 9 to play in the third period. Contacts roll the puck in. On the right side is Yager. Carries in behind the goal. Yager drops it back to the line. Barrios, top of the right point. His shot missed the net. The rebound. Yager was after it there in behind. Or actually, Yager was after the side of the goal. As Braden Yager. So it was the 2 Yagers going after it. It's Vancouver will chip the puck down the ice. This will go all the way down. Another icy call against Vancouver is Saskatoon. Didn't have a lot of face-offs in the offensive zone the first two. Have had a lot here in the third.
Shorthanded goal for the Blazers. They take the lead 5-1. 14 minutes remaining, and the Vancouver Northwest Hawks more than likely are going to drop to 2-2, and
that will eliminate them.
And they'll be back on the number 1 tomorrow morning, I expect. Saskatoon leading in both games versus their Vancouver opponents simultaneously at 2 different arenas.
Face-off won by Vancouver. They're ahead. Juka across the line, but one too many moves, and Bertoni offside.
The Westin Calgary is Calgary's premier downtown hotel and the official hotel for the Max Tournament. The tournament thanks the Westin Hotel for their support. Westin, relax and recharge in downtown Calgary.
Well, we know one wildcard team is definitely going to come from the Caribou Moose Jaw St. Albert pool, and with St. Albert's 5-1 lead with Saskatoon's lead, that's going to give them wildcard position number 2. Because the Chicago Mission were 4-0, the Blazers are going to go 3-1 here, and then there'll only be 1 spot left.
Centering pass in front is Vancouver coming close to trying evening this game up. To the Contacts, won the faceoff. There's a shot deflected on goal. Chadwick the save. He'll hang on. Well, Dave, how about this? The Saskatoon Contacts had 8 offensive zone faceoffs in the first 2 periods. They've had 9 here in the third.
30-25 in the shot clock, which is 16-2. Vancouver's still in it here. They only need a goal. They only need a tie. I mean, they're going to play for much more than that, but once again, in a large separation of shots, the goaltender has been almost, if not perfect, and in this case, he has been. Callum Tongue.
Both goaltenders plus 900. Here's a turnover. Centering pass for the shot. Chadwick to save the rebound. Loose in front. And it looks like Saskatoon trying to feed it back to their goaltender. Chadwick says played in behind the net. Juka up top right side. There's a shot deflected in front. Goes wide on the left side. Vancouver. Now the clock's starting to become the enemy a little bit for Vancouver. Under 8 to go in regulation time in the third period. This puck chipped to the line, not out. Held it at the right point by the Chiefs. Hansel works it down low, but the Contacts take it away and they'll clear it out to center ice. Vancouver right back after. Velia lifts it inside of Saskatoon territory. Juka after it there. It's poked away from him and cleared down the ice. And now Farrell back after it inside of his own zone. Turns and spins the puck ahead to center ice. Velia taps it down inside of Contact territories. Juka goes after it on the forecheck. Knocked away though by the Contacts. Velia on the left side. Tried to feed it back to the line. It's intercepted. Out the other way comes Braden Yeager. Yeager up the right side, across the line, his pass blocked off, tries again, this time floats one towards the net, goes high and wide, at the left point, held in there by Korchinski as he'll fire it in behind the goal, picked up by Baratoni on the near side, and Baratoni is chopping off the boards, it out to center ice, here comes Velia, inside of Saskatoon territory, Velia stops, drops it off, left point, there's a shot off of his body in front, and bounces wide of the goal, picked up now by the Contacts, so the Contacts out to center ice. On the near wall, right side, with it is Logan Olsen. Olsen sends it in behind the goal. Olsen and the Contacts hanging on to a 3-2 lead right now as it's turned over. Visitini with a shot. That one goes wide of the goal. Vancouver with an opportunity again to clear it out. They'll skate to center ice. Saskatoon now starting to back up defensively, Dave. Well, not knowing that they don't need another goal right now, but knowing that they need to hang on to this lead and not going to get caught flat-footed.
I hope one of the assistant coaches is got a calculator because they know that if they win, they're in. But if they tie, then the odds are very, very small.
Vancouver back inside of their own zone with control of the puck in behind the goal as Kalamazoo works it around left side. It gets caught up with the referee right in front of the blue line area. Allows Saskatoon to keep the puck in. 6 to go now in the third period.
Yeah, because 1-1 and 2 won't work because Akbars will have 5 points and Contacts would go to only 4 points.
So needing a win and right now holding that 3-2 lead. Vancouver sitting at 5 points entering today's action. Is Vancouver the huge win yesterday over the Calgary North Stars? It was a losing the North Stars win that game yesterday. They win the pool as here comes Yeager down the right side. They lost those 6-5, blow a 5-2 lead. Yeager with the shot stopped. A rebound fired wide of the goal. The North Stars ended up 2-2 in the round robin, Dave. 2 close wins, 1 blowout loss and 1 close loss. But a 5-2 lead that they squandered and lost with 4.8 seconds. As here's a chance for Vancouver on the left side. Delayed penalty coming up, but I think it's going to go to Saskatoon. It is. And with 5:15 to go, Vancouver a chance on the power play to try and tie this game up. A slashing penalty.
Yeah, here on the right near side of your picture, Yeager had a fantastic chance. He was able to manipulate that rebound to get a second try on the. Yes, it wasn't the best angle, but at least he got 2 shots at it. Once again, probably something he'd want to get another try at. But this could be Vancouver's opportunity to tie it, and like you said, that's all they need at this moment.
Jerome in the box for slashing. Vancouver 2 for 5 on the power play, 5 shots on goal with the extra attacker.
Did you notice something? Can I tell you something interesting I noticed about this game, Chris?
Do so.
Farrell's on the bench.
Oh, that's bad.
CBS Sports Radio.
Back in the line. There's a shot deflected through traffic. Just missed the net. The rebound cleared away by Saskatoon the length of the ice. And Vancouver will chase it back inside of their own zone. 5 to play in the third period. Vancouver needing the equalizing goal right now. Saskatoon currently holding that 3-2 lead. A win would clinch them the pool. This pool number 5. Now a turnover in Vancouver. Give it away to Saskatoon. Albrecht centering pass broken up. It's in behind the goal. Picked up by Vancouver as they'll try and start out. Juka gets away with a little bit of a hold on Albrecht. Out the other way comes Vancouver. Hansel across the line. Goes wide left side. Drops it back to the line for Ben Fontaine. Fontaine, middle of the ice. Vancouver sets up with the man advantage now. Final minute and 8 seconds on the power play as they carry him behind the goal. The pass back to the line. Not sure who that was going to. And Saskatoon's going to get a Vancouver clear as the Chiefs forced to go back inside of their own zone after it. Hansel leads the rush up ice for Vancouver. Nearly had the puck stolen off his stick. Yu follows up. He'll circle back inside of his own zone. Drops it off for Hansel. And Hansel takes a look. Goes cross ice for Lowe. Lowe forced back in behind the goal by Riley Gerard. And now out the other way comes Vancouver stretch pass. Paratoni just missed it. It's an icing call against Vancouver. And 39 seconds left on the power play, Dave. And Vancouver Chiefs haven't gotten anything going.
Juka had to be very careful. Juka 6'2", Albrecht 5'5". So when you out height a person by 9 inches, once again, there's a right way and a wrong way when you've got a huge height advantage. And Juka towed the line, but was very careful. Zolson immediately gets that shot on the PK. Shot 31 of the matchup, and 17 in the period, as they've more than doubled their shot per period ratio.
Yeah, Saskatoon had 14 shots in the first 2 periods. They've put up 17 here in the third. It's Vancouver going to win the faceoff deep inside of their own zone. They'll start it out on the power play for the next 30 seconds. To center ice, left side, into contact territory. Kalamazzola in behind the goal with control of the puck for Vancouver. Rims it around on the right side, poked away to the line, doesn't get out, held in Vancouver. Good job to hold the line. That's Lowe. He'll walk in. Right side, his wrist shot blocked off. Lowe got it back, feeds it in behind the goal. Centering pass right side. There's a shot. Save made by Chadwick, and the rebound cleared away to the boards. Right side, that's the first shot for Vancouver on this power play. Final seconds ticking down on it now. Saskatoon going to try and kick it out. Caught a run in the ice though, did the forward, it fell. But the contact's able to follow up and clear it out, and that'll do it for the power play. Vancouver now 2 for 6 with the man advantage.
Yeah, you can see that section of the ice is having a little bit of an issue. Maybe the linesman will check on it during the next whistle.
3 to go.
During a timeout.
3 to go here in the third period is Saskatoon with control of the puck. They'll send it ahead down the ice. Lynn back inside of his own zone, but it's icy against Saskatoon, and a faceoff will be upcoming deep inside of contact territory.
2:54 to go here. Like I said, when do we see the timeout? When do we see Mr. Tung get pulled out of this game?
I'm looking at the Vancouver bench, Dave, and the coaching staff right now gathering, talking over a strategy on the 6 if they have to pull their goaltender.
Well, they can't lose because they know Saskatoon wins the pool if they win this game regulation time.
Foster loses that face off, and out to center ice come the Saskatoon contacts. Long shot, and Jung's going to make the save and hang on. And
we talk about the chaos theory in calculator day. Imagine if we played overtime with those loser bonus points.
Oh my!
Well, if this team beats this team in regulation, but not in overtime, but if they beat them in overtime, but not in a shootout, and
go to the 3-2-1 system.
No, 3-2-1 wouldn't work. But if they use the NHL system, oh my God,
that would be wild. Face off one by the contacts deep inside of Vancouver territory, rimmed around the boards on the left side. Chiefs take control. They can't clear it out. They will get a second opportunity, though, and this time will bring it ahead. Up the left side through the middle of the ice is Olomiskin. He had the puck stripped away from him, and now Hodgson back the other way, 2-on-1. Hodgson behind his shot. Save made by Jung, and that might be a game and tournament saver for Vancouver as Jung keeps that one out.
Honestly, Chris, I think that hit him right in the heart, to be completely honest with you. And what a brilliant spin around 3 guys, and then the drop-off because all 3 guys were paying attention to the puck carrier. Brilliant execution.
Vancouver the puck on the right side. 2 to go in the third period. Saskatoon stealing it away. Clock now the enemy for Vancouver. And the reason we keep saying that Vancouver may need to tie this game is I don't think Vancouver, if they end up losing this one, is going to get in just by what's happening with the Akbars Academy all over Short Park 11-0. And they
the
were
Saskatoon Blazers too.
And the Saskatoon Blazers as well. At Akbars Academy with the 11 goals would have put them in a tie with 5 points. Puck around the left wing boards. In behind the net. Left side, both teams battle for the puck there. Because both teams would lose to the pool winners, it would go to that formula. And Akbars Academy with the 11-0, last we heard, 11-0 lead. All kinds of positive numbers for them. Vancouver the puck, 1:15 to go. Goaltender on the bench now for Vancouver. They had the extra attacker on. No, they need the equalizer. Set things up at the left point. Farrell walks in. Right point. There's a shot. Save! Made by Chadwick as he got a piece of that one with the left pad. Back to the line again, right side. Chip down low in behind the goal into the final minute now of the third period. Saskatoon hanging on to a 3-2 lead. They'll backhand it down the ice. This is going to go all the way down for icing. And Vancouver will get a chance to call timeout with 51.6 seconds left.
6-on-5 for the Northeast Chiefs. And as you said, their tournament lives pretty much on the line. A tie is fine. That's no problem because they'll win the pool. But, I mean, they can lose by 100 at this point. And now Vancouver definitely wants the timeout. The referee was basically waiting for them to call it, and they have now called it. Of course, Sherwood Park, all they need is a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion, so you never know.
Since 1977, Circle K stores have supported youth hockey in Alberta through the Max Midget Hockey Tournament. 41 years later, they're happy to see such inspiring athletes with hustle, heart, and passion continuing the tradition of this incredible tournament. We want to send a special thanks to Circle K convenience stores for their many years of support.
We remind you to stay in your seats at the conclusion of the game. We will present the players of the game from each team with special gifts.
That
I
would be
think
them.
I think it's going to be Akbars.
Yeah, so we were just talking about it off the air. We're thinking Caribou. Well, we know it'll be the Blazers. We know it'll be either Caribou or St. Albert, or Moose Jaw.
But boy,
and then I think and then the Russians. So I think the 8 teams are pretty much decided.
Almost. We are. Well, still have to wait on the other 1-1 teams. Not too many ones in there, Dave.
Well, then the question becomes, then you got the Prince Albert Mintos. If they win, they go to 2-0-2, and then the Buffaloes are 3-1. So that could eliminate the Russians.
Yeah, exactly. So Akbars is doing with their job, and then they're going to hope for some help from the Calgary Buffaloes as the puck deep inside of Saskatoon territory. They'll flip it out of play. 42.3 seconds left, but here's what we do know is Vancouver needs the equalizer to win the pool.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the Russians, if they end up 2-1-1 and don't make the playoffs, I think they're going to be very disappointed with that because they gave up a lead to Prince Albert. Prince Albert tied it with about 1:30 to go yesterday afternoon. And
face-off control by Vancouver. Sorry, Dave, to cut you off. We're into the important final 35 seconds here of this hockey game. Saskatoon clearing the puck to the line, not out. Villius sends it towards the goal. It's blocked off in front. Back to the right point. Turnaround shot. Chadwick sticks that one in behind the goal. Vancouver keeps the pressure on. Left side. Moved back to the line. Roberts, right side, faking the one-timer. Walking in on the right side is Hansel. Hansel fires it towards the front of the net. Blocked off. Cleared to the line. Not out. Held in. 12 seconds left. Hansel fires a shot. It's off a stick and into the netting and out of play. 9.2 to go in the third period.
Yeah, that and they're very, well, not very, but disappointing performance against Calgary Buffaloes where they got beat 3-0. And it would be a huge play for the Prince Albert Mintos to eliminate the Russians if that's what takes place because they have a very difficult task ahead of them. The Calgary Buffaloes have looked tremendous, and that's our next game. That's our 11:45 game, folks. So stick around.
Stick around with us.
The stream will flow from one to the next.
9.7 seconds to go in the third period. They added half a second to the clock. Saskatoon wins the faceoff. Key win. They're going to pin it up against the boards. Try and win the pool. Vancouver in there digging for it. Saskatoon gets it away. And the Saskatoon Contacts are heading to the playoffs as they will win Pool 5 with a 3-2 win over the Vancouver Chiefs.
And that 40% power play we talked about, Chris, that's going to be their secret weapon tomorrow into the quarterfinals. Final shots, 18-5 in the period, 32-28 in the total, and 18-5 in the period. A key reason why the Saskatoon Contacts, with no scoring in the third period, ended up winning this game 3-2, as we'll wait now for the Player of the Game awards to be awarded.
Dave,
and then we'll do some math.
Do you have a final from Father David Bauer yet?
Not yet.
All right, so we're still waiting on the final of that. Well, we're going to send things down for the Player of the Game, and while we get that, we'll have a look at some math.
Seeing Vancouver North Chiefs. 1 goal, 1 assist. Number 9, Daniel Juka. And from the home team with 2 assists, number 18, Jacob Vicentini.
Juka and Vicentini, well done for them. And unfortunately for the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs, that completes.
Ladies and
Very,
gentlemen,
very
the tournament
likely
today-
that completes their tournaments. Stick around for the next game, the Prince Albert Mintos and the Calgary Buffaloes, but the Vancouver Northeast Chiefs Twitter feed has been very active today, folks. They'll be able to tell you live and in person here in Calgary exactly what happens next, but I think according to the math, they might be done. Emphasis on might, because as I said, it's either going to be Prince Albert or the Buffaloes, Caribou or St. Albert, and more than likely the Russians based on the goals for and against. Chris, any final thoughts before we sign off and get ready for game number 2?
Well, some final thoughts are come back to us for game number 2 is we're doing some math right now. We're going to update you on the playoff pictures. It's getting a little clearer and a little more convoluted all at the same time.
Can it get muddier and clearer at the same time? We'll have to wait and see.
I think it can.
Absolutely. Well, that's part of the fun of Calculator Day, folks. Use that hashtag Calculator Day. We thank you so much for tuning us in for game number 1 of our triple header here at Max Bell Arena. As we said, Saskatoon Blazers flip over to that game. They still led the Hawks 5-1, and Chiefs fans will do the math, but we don't like your odds. Otherwise, we thank you so much for watching, folks, live or on the archive. Sports Canada TV presents the Max Tournament 2019 edition webcasting, and of course the tournament, as always, presented by Circle K Convenience Stores. We'll see you next time.